Welcome to Bible Character Spotlight, where we meet bold believers whose lives still challenge and inspire. Today's focus: Elijah, the prophet who stood alone but never stood powerless. Elijah bursts onto the scene with no warning. He declares to King Ahab, "There will be no rain except at my word." Then he disappears into hiding, fed by ravens at a brook, and later by a widow whose oil and flour never ran out. Even in obscurity, Elijah walked in miraculous provision. This is Elijah's most dramatic moment. He challenges 450 prophets of Baal to a showdown. They build altars, call on their God. Nothing happens. Then Elijah rebuilds the altar of the Lord, drenches it in water and prays, "Let it be known that you are God in Israel." Fire falls from heaven, consuming the offering, wood, stones, and water. The people fall on their faces saying, "The Lord, He is God." But right after his greatest victory, Elijah runs. Queen Jezebel threatens his life, and he flees to the wilderness. He prays to die. He feels alone, exhausted, done. But God meets him, not in fire or wind, but in a gentle whisper. Elijah learns that God is not just in the spectacle, but also in the stillness. Elijah didn't die. He was taken up in a whirlwind, a chariot of fire. He passed his mantle to Elisha, and even in the New Testament, Elijah's name resounds. He appears at Jesus' transfiguration, and John the Baptist came in his spirit. Boldness comes from knowing God. Elijah could stand against kings because he stood before the King of Kings. Miracles don't eliminate struggles. Elijah faced depression even after fire fell. God speaks in fire and whispers. You don't always need noise to know God is near. Legacy is about who you influence. Elijah passed the torch. Who are you pouring into? Elijah's courage and humanity show us that God doesn't require perfection, just obedience and trust. Are you willing to stand firm even when you're the only one? Next time, we meet Mary Magdalene, the first witness of the resurrection. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as we bring Scripture's heroes to life.